I'm Alicia and welcome to the Mintay YouTube channel. Today I'm creating with the Mintay Better Times collection. Sometimes we are too frightened to cut into the beautiful Mintay papers. Other times we just don't know where to start. Well, today I have a set of 7 bulk layouts that you can use using the most beautiful collection, Better Times. I'm going to show you how to create 7 layouts in under 2 hours, and at the end of it you will have used most of the papers in your 12 by 12 collection. Let's get started. So your first job is just to sit, relax, watch your favorite TV show, watch your kids play at the park, whatever you choose to do, and cut all of these things out. What I like about fussy cutting first is that it really gives you a good feel for a collection. You get in the vibe of the collection and the colours of the collection. And once you've got all these elements cut out, you've got lots and lots of things you can add to your scrapbooking pages. I usually fussy cut when I'm doing other things during the day. There's my 2 little bags of fussy cutting ready to go. Your next job is to collect your photos that you're going to use for this layout. Now, I'm not going to be too worried about photographs for this. I'm just going to be using some white card for my photos because I don't want to get too caught up in which photos to use. I also don't want to sway you into thinking in order to make this layout you have to have this sort of a photograph. So just for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be using white cardstock for my photographs. Got 1 bowl of butterflies, and in the other bowl I'll put all of my fussy cut elements that I've cut out so far. Let's just start with one of the most easiest layouts that we've got here, and that is this wreath. Now this is possibly the fastest layout you're ever going to do. All we're going to do is take some butterflies and we're just going to add butterflies to the wreath. Now if you want to add some flowers as well, you can, because flowers look really pretty. We are using 2 3x4 portrait photos for this layout, and we've laid them onto green cardstock. What we're going to do is make a pattern with the butterflies and the flowers, so it's going to be flower, butterfly, flower, butterfly, flower, butterfly, all the way around the wreath. And you can balance out your colours if you like, so that you've got the pastel colours equally balanced around the wreath. And then we're going to choose a sparkly centre for each of those flowers. We're just going to glue that down. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of cardboard on the back of those photos, just to lift them a little bit off the page, to make them stand out a little bit. I don't want these overlapping too much, depending on my photo. So what I might actually do is just raise one of them, and then I can slip my photo in when I decide what photo I'm going to use. Now ladies, that is one layout finished. That did not take us long, and we have a beautiful, beautiful layout. I'm just going to cut off that strip down the bottom. What do you think? It's so pretty. It took like 5 minutes. All right, on to the next layout. That's the first one done. Okay, now I'm thinking this one here. Now this one is such a stunning page. Like, does it really need much? I don't think so. I'm going to position my photo so that I've still got the little bird here. I've still got the butterfly here. And I've still got the little bird here. You can choose where you want to put yours. Totally up to you. I'm just going to put a little bit of cardboard on the back to raise it up a bit. Okay, and then I'm going to put it here. And that's going to be beautiful. Now, the rest of the thing, all I'm going to do is just add some of my fussy cutting bits and pieces in a three-dimensional way. So what I've done here is I've just picked out some little butterflies, a fussy cut bow, and I'm just gluing them onto the picture. The picture's too pretty to cover up with other papers, so I'm just adding some three-dimensional fussy cutting elements, a little cluster of flowers down the bottom here, a couple of little birds in the trees and on the gate, and a sentiment from the cardboard sticker sheet to go at the top of the photograph. And that's that layout done. For the next layout, I'm using two 3x4 landscape photographs. I'm going to add some recycled cardboard to the back of those, and I'm going to glue those on in a staggered diagonal way. I'm just decorating very simply with some fussy cut butterflies. I'm going to have a little yellow flower cluster down the bottom there, and I'm using this sentiment from the cardboard sticker sheet. So again, another very simple layout. The papers do all the work for you with this collection. They're the lovely bright colours and the lovely designs. There's not really much point in covering those up, so we're just embellishing them. And that is our finished layout, and now let's move on to layout number 4. Now you could choose to do 2 4x6 landscape photographs for this layout, or you could choose to do 3 smaller little sprocket layouts, photographs for this layout. I'm going with the smaller ones, and I'm just going to simply layer those onto the recycled cardboard and pop those into position next to the white door. I've backed those on pink cardstock. Now again, this layout is going to be kept very simple with just some three-dimensional embellishments from the fussy cutting. We can pop those up on some three-dimensional mounting tape. I'm going to look for some sentiments from the cardboard sticker sheet. Just going to add those into the tree here. And a little tag up the top, and I'm going to call that layout complete. Just stick those little butterflies on, and we're done. So now I'm going to move on to layout number 5. We're going to use 3 pages for this. We've got the door, we've got the wreath, and we've got the rainbow page. So this one's going to be a little bit more involved than the other ones. To begin with, we're going to cut out the blue door from this page here. And we're going to glue that on top of the wreath, but first of all we need to cut the wreath out. Now this will take you a little bit of time, so you might want to pause the video and come back to this point. But once you've got your wreath cut out, we're going to layer that straight onto the rainbow page with some glue. And then we're going to glue the door on top of the wreath, slightly off to the center. Then we're using two 3x4 photographs in the portrait position. We're going to put those on top of the door and then just adding some fussy cutting flowers in between those, and then a sentiment down the bottom of the layout and a butterfly. And then we can call this layout complete. On to our next layout now. This is layout number 6. This would be suitable as a double layout. Going to use two 3x4 landscape photographs mounted onto some green cardboard, and then onto some recycled cardboard, and then onto the page. We're going to embellish with some flowers and butterflies. I'm going to let the papers do all the work for us again on this one. And some sentiments in our tree again. And now we're moving on to layout number 7, which has got 3 of the smaller photos beside the pink door. Some flowers, some butterflies. I do have sketches available for each one of these layouts, so if you'd like to pop on over to my blog at www.papercraftsecrets.com.au, you can download the free ebook of sketches that will help you create each one of these layouts. Let's take a quick look at each of the layouts now. When I created these layouts, I did not put any photographs onto the layouts to begin with. I only started with white cardstock as my photographs. I created all of the 7 layouts, and then at the end I went back and I found photographs to suit. Just going to show you quickly some of my layouts with the photographs on it. So here I've got 3 of the little mini sprocket photographs in this layout. They are like a 2.3 by 3.4, I think, size. This layout had just one 6x4 standard photo. This layout has 2 3x4 3x4 photographs, which are printed in a horizontal. This layout has 2 of your 3x4s printed in a vertical format. Here's another 3 of the little mini ones from the sprocket. Now if you don't want to print yours this small, just make them the normal 3x4 size. I don't want you to get caught up on the size of the photos, because you can use these layouts and manipulate the photo sizes to suit what you've got at home. This is just 2 of your 3x4s, and this one is 2 of the 3x4s as well. So I'm kind of lending towards smaller photographs these days, because I find it easier to work with, and we take so many photographs. These layouts could also be used as a double page layout. If you wanted to make them a double page layout, you could easily stick those together, and because they're so coordinated, they really do match quite well. So any of these could really sort of work in as a double page layout. Make sure you subscribe to the Mintay YouTube channel. A new video is released every Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely crafty day.